Good afternoon. Well, it's not quite afternoon, but it will be shortly. I'm very honored to be here. We're here to honor and to swear in a dear friend of mine, Greg Magee. For those of y'all, I see a lot of recipients of my texts. I couldn't sleep last night, so about 4 o'clock I started sending texts out. I apologize to every one of y'all that got one and got woke up in the middle of the night. Greg started out in this county as a deputy back in the Parker administration. Served there for many years. Went on to be moved up to constable, ran for constable, served there for a number of years, till around, I don't know, he served a little bit in Huntsville as a police officer there, and then came back here and ran for constable. And at some point, around 98, he ran for justice of the peace, and he held that position for, well, till about 4 years ago.
24 years.
Yeah, 24 years. It's he has a lot of there's some similarities between him and my best friend Judge Ellisor. They both worked as deputies under the Parker administration together. I swore Judge Ellisor in as JP when he stepped in 98. I believe that's the same year. I really can't remember if I swore you in or not, but I'm going to take credit for it. Anyway, and then here we are today. He's ran for district attorney, and I want to commend Mr. Dillon. I enjoyed working with Mr. Dillon. He did a fine job, and in order to ensure a smooth transition, he turned in a resignation to the governor's office, 45 days ago or something like that. And anyway, the governor's a busy fellow, and we finally got confirmation yesterday about the appointment. And nowadays, I thought I was going to be getting in Judge Ellisor's vehicle, and we was all going to make a mad dash to Austin and be sworn in by the governor. The governor appoints 3 or 4 people a day, though, and if he swore everybody in individually, he's a busy man taking care of this great state. So we're going to have our own big deal right here in just a little bit. I'm standing up here so I can see everybody that I'm looking to recognize. Got Judge Kitchens here. I'm going to honor or acknowledge the elected officials, 258th District Judge. Let's see. Well, somebody moved on me. Ray McCoppin, did you move, Ray? Were you sitting over there first? Yeah. Ray McCoppin, Precinct 1 Commissioner back in the day. Luke Sweeney, current Precinct 1 Commissioner. Crystal Donnelly, I live in Evergreen, that's my commissioner. Precinct 3, Judge Beth Sewell, former Justice of the Peace, served many years alongside Judge Magee here as JP. 16. Judge JP Precinct 1 elect, her son Tony Sewell. Judge Ellisor, JP3. Didn't I already mention Brother Sweeney?
Yeah,
I thought I did. The last thing I was up here at, I was sitting there staring at the sheriff. It was Memorial Day, and I'm looking at the sheriff, and I'll be doggone, I think I called him, I had just introduced Becky Capers, and the word Capers came out of my mouth, and somebody said, you know, you just called him. He told me he'd been called worse than that. All right, moving right along, I have my county auditor, Margie Ainsworth. I've got I'm going to say Bailey, our county treasurer. Got my son back there and a couple of my grandsons on the back row. They're not county officials, but I got my emergency manager, Jeff Williams. DP Ward, head of maintenance. The sheriff, Sam Houston, appreciate y'all being here. He sent 5 deputies over here the other day. I had a case that got a little sideways, and if he hadn't got there, they'd put bumps on my head, I'm afraid. Appreciate that, Sheriff, I really do. Now I'm gonna move over to Tammy Curry. I wasn't gonna miss you, District Clerk. Constable Precinct 1, Phillips, Rayanne. Constable Precinct 4, Brian Cosme. Precinct 3, did I wake you up when I sent you that 4 o'clock one? Kevin Freed, Precinct 3, Constable. Sky Spivey is on, I can't list all the boards he's on around here, but he helps us on several boards around here, and I appreciate your service. Judge Magee, Precinct 1, Justice of the Peace. Dale Everett, the Veterans Officer. Barbara McGee, former records custodian. Carson Cowan, current records custodian. Honorable, and I knew this guy since they call him Red. And when I first ever met him, he was red. I was about 12 years old, and I done something on a motorcycle that I shouldn't ought to have done. Judge Blanchett, I guess you're the senior JP of all of them. You've been doing this since when?
No, Judge Ellisor is the senior.
When did you get started?
In 2000.
Why do I feel, okay, then he is.
Just because he's old.
Dale, did I get you? Did I mention Dale Everett?
Yes.
Dale Everett, our veterans, he does lots of things around it. He's gonna lead us in prayer here in a little bit. He don't know it, but he does not, he can lay one out for about 30 minutes and he don't have to have no warning about it. Judge Webb, Precinct 4, Justice of the Peace. Commissioner Precinct 2, not the current one, Royce Wells. John Pugh, he's president of something around here. And we have royalty here. We got Joe Adams, county judge, I got appointed in 98 and Joe had won the primary. I just got appointed to fill in till I thought, it was like February 28th, the election was 4 days later. I said, Joe, come get I still got them. So come get the keys to the courthouse. He said, hey, I got about 9 jobs. I'll see you in December. Best year of my life for us being county judge, and I enjoyed that opportunity. Got Commissioner Precinct 4, Mark Natuno, my senior commissioner. Chief Jolly.
That's your guy.
Doing a great job over, and I appreciate everything you do. John Benestani, Mayor. Ronnie Taylor, Chief of the jail. He keeps the jail running ship shape. Now, I got 2 officers back there, and I apologize. I ain't got no script, and I can't. What are y'all's 2's names?
Lieutenant Hellman. Lieutenant you, sir.
All right. Glad to have y'all. Appreciate y'all's service. John Fuse, member of are you still on the school board, Shepherd? John Few from Shepherd School Board's here. Alvin White, Precinct 4, Constable for many, many, many moons. The lovely and delightful Betty Davis, been tax collector for a long time and done a bang-up job over it. All right. I got the investigator from the district attorney's office. Is that all the elected officials?
Yeah, you got one close to you, not see it.
and my right hand, Miss Dawn Wright, the county clerk. I hope I didn't miss anybody else, but that's why I'm standing up here. So at this time, how about y'all stand, Brother Everett, lead us in a word of prayer and bless the occasion, and then we're going to say that we're going to pledge our allegiance to the flags after that.
Traditionally, at this time, we would offer thanks and praise and ask God to support our elected officials. That's traditionally how it goes. And we're not going to, what we're going to do, we can all do that individually. But I want to remind everyone that this is a community of citizens. We've chosen a leader. It's time we get behind those people we've chosen. If you have a complaint, go see them. Don't spread it all over Facebook.
That's right.
Just go talk to the people. We're family, folks. We're friends. So with that in mind, I'd like to go to someone that lived, he died in 1226, St. Francis of Assisi. He was a monk who traveled all over Italy, wearing a brown robe, tied with a rope, and with a hoodie. He was way ahead of his time, so. And his patronage was animals, the environment, poor and peace. And he was the first one that put animals in a nativity scene. So if you can imagine, you go back that far in history, and keep in mind he died in 1226. But they put together a lot of his quotes, and it's a prayer for me and a prayer for anyone else that wants to pray, because it deals with me. It deals with each individual. And if you would bow your heads now, we'll do the prayer of St. Francis. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is joy, sadness, joy. Oh, divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardon that we are pardoned, and it is dying that we are born in eternal life. And all God's children said, amen.
Amen. Y'all please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor
the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated. Judge has approved the bond. Looks like the bond's okay. We had got that knocked out yesterday. Now, I've been honored to be asked to come up here and swear Brother Magee in. And I've sworn a lot of people in over the last 28 years, but I'm gonna step aside. I think it's more appropriate since they started together as officers and served as JPs for the last all these years since '98. Judge Ellisor would please come up here.
Oh, man.
And swear in.
I hope you got it written out in English.
Now, I've done so many, I can quote it. I can sit here and rattle it off, but yeah. All you gotta do is start right here. Tell him to raise his hand, repeat after me, and then say those words. Now, don't choke him down with a whole paragraph. Go about 4 or 5 words.
Well, I did not expect this. What probably do? I want you to know this is an honor. Really. I am proud of you and your family and what you've done for this county, and I appreciate that. No good man gets elected without a woman that's behind in the community for it. I'm not with you guys. So thank you. Okay, guys, awesome. So the state of Texas, in the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, I, Greg Magee.
Put your hand up there, cuz.
Do you solemnly swear
I, Greg Magee, solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of Criminal District Attorney
of the Office of Criminal District Attorney
of San Jacinto County
of San Jacinto County
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United
and
States
of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, my friend.
I think you, well, that's the only thing I gotta.
There's a statement I got to sign somewhere.
He's on it. It's on the bond, Greg.
Non-disclosure.
I need to sign here.
Wherever you see your name.
Okay.
Pretty much for your wall.
That is no problem.
Okay, there's an actual oath and a statement on that form. By the way, the ex-county auditor is sitting here, Caroline, and I didn't mean to overlook you. I just, and the election administrator, I should have tied that in. That's Sherry Sewell Walker. That bunch is all public service minded, and we appreciate y'all.
We can do that. The only thing is I need to sign the bond. Well, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. So I record this in public records, and then I will get you a copy. Okay. Yeah, so I'll get my girls to stamp it, and then I can give you a copy.
Okay, so I've signed everything. The good judge has approved my bond. So
I set one case on the docket, but we're not really gonna do it here. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, of course. Let me get out of the way.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to tell you that I want to tell you why I asked my wife to stand with me. Most of y'all know that I was retired. I was retired for about 3 years. And we were really enjoying it and going cruising just about every other month. And so when I came home to tell her that I was thinking seriously about running for this position, I think she liked to faint it because it was not something that I had ever had a desire to do, honestly. And so, but I let her kind of tell me what she thought because I was taking a lot away from her doing this. Because we would go cruising, we would have fun. And now then, that cruising and fun's over with because there's a lot of work to get done. So, first I want to say that we prayed and we really believe that God put me in this position for a reason. And so I want to thank Him. Of course, I want to thank the governor and the senator and the representative for having faith in me.
Yeah, mention them because I forgot.
That's okay.
Representative Holt and Senator Charles Swarton.
Yeah. And but mostly I want to thank y'all because I'm actually doing all this for y'all. I mean, I was, like I said, enjoying the retirement life, and because I had spent time here, and I've felt like I've done my service, but something told me to run for this position. And as I said, I think it was God, and so I'm here, and I'm going to do you guys a good job. So I have to tell you though this story, because and don't worry, Judge Ellisor, I'm not going to tell the story on you or Judge Blanchett.
Statute of limitations.
Yes, statute of limitations. Now, being the criminal district attorney, I might need to forget some of these stories. I don't know. But some 50 years ago, I started my career right here in this courthouse. I was thinking about this last night. Where the district clerk's office is, that was the sheriff's office. And that's where dispatch was, that was the sheriff's office. And I went to work as a dispatcher. I had to tell you, I was working for the chief deputy at that time in a little store in Point Blank. And he came in one Saturday, and well, actually, it was a Saturday. And he said, "I got good news and bad news for you." And I said, "Well, give me the bad news first." He says, "You're fired." And I said, "Well, what kind of good news could that be?" He said, "You go to work tomorrow with the sheriff's department as a dispatcher." And so I started dispatching Judge Blanchett. He was the highway patrolman back then. 42.9 was our frequency. He was 2436, I think, if I recall, being his unit number. And then in just a few months, I became a deputy. So I started my career chasing bad guys, trying to protect the community, and doing what's right. And then throughout the years, I just kind of progressed, as the judge told you my history. And now I'm back here in the same courthouse and basically doing the same thing. We're going to take care of the criminal elements we need to do and to protect the county. And I just thinking about that. That's been 50 some odd years I've been doing this. So. I told y'all I kind of had a vision of where I thought the district attorney's office needed to go. And I got a good buddy, one of my best buddies today. He made a statement to some people. And he said that we cannot change history, but we can change the future.
That's right.
And that struck me, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not worried about the past. What I'm worried about now is we're going to go forward. We're going to go to the future. And I'm going to share this with you. This is the first time that I've shared in the public. I'm going to meet with my staff here in a little bit and explain some more details of my vision. But I have come up with a mission statement for your office. It's not my office. It's not their office. It's y'all's office. I'm just entrusted, and they're entrusted for a short time to do what we need to do to keep our community safe. And as a prosecutor, I'm not supposed to go out and try to get convictions. Actually, the statute and the legislators say that the prosecutor's responsibility is to seek justice, not to convict. So the mission of y'all's criminal district attorney's office is going to be seeking justice through professional prosecution. Because everybody, from the person you see at the front desk to the back to the prosecutor, we are going to make sure that they act and have the training and the education to be the best that they can, to be professionals. Because when y'all talk to them and you look at them, I want you to say, these people are professionals. These are professionals. And every decision that we make in that office is going to be dealt with 3 guiding principles that I have come up with. The first one is protecting victims. I believe that is the number one job for the criminal district attorney, is to make sure that victims of crimes are taken care of. Because when you do that, you get justice. And if we do that, then the second guiding principle will take place, and that is promoting community safety. Because when we take care of the victims and make sure they get justice, then that is going to protect the community. Because we won't be having, hopefully, a revolving door of criminals. Which would then go to the third guiding principle, and that's building public trust. I want each and every one of y'all and everybody in this county to have trust in the criminal district attorney and office, and know that they are doing the right thing for the community. And I want to make sure that if you ever believe that that's not happening, you come and knock on my door. And if anybody in the office, any prosecutor, any assistant, anything, you feel like not doing right, you tell me. Because I want the trust of the people. Because when I have the trust of the people, when I get you on that jury, then I'm hoping that you're going to help me seek justice. Because it's all for y'all. And that's about all I got to say. So, I wish we had punch and ice cream and everything like that, but I do really appreciate y'all coming out in this rain, and you know, and I mean, that means a lot to me. It does. So anybody got any questions? Well, okay. I didn't exactly address the law enforcement, but we're going to work together on everything, because it's going to be a team effort from the DA's office, law enforcement, judges. It's going to be a team effort to make sure the community is safe. And so, fixing to be budget time, y'all talk to y'all's commissioners and tell them I need a little money. Okay.